Hello, my name is David Sariñana. Welcome to David Sariñana's podcast. It's an amazing time that we're living in. This show is about showing those moments of importance, with people that have achieved greatness and they have achieved great things in their career, in this case, in the real estate industry. It is an honor to have with us Yolanda Munoz. Yolanda,
Thank you.
welcome
Thank you.
to our show. So
Thank
good
you.
to have you with us. And I know that the people that are watching this are eager to hear your story. And we had an opportunity to talk about this. And I wanted you to share this with our audience. There's a new mindset that has taken place in your life. If you can describe the previous one when you started, maybe with some of the fears that some of them might be still experiencing, what changed in between that time? And then the way that you feel, the way that you see yourself right now. And then I'll ask a couple of other questions. Go ahead and just explain to us.
Well, my mindset before, it's hard to have faith when you don't see the results. So it's really understanding that you have to put in the effort and the results will eventually come in, and having faith that it's going to happen.
Right.
So that is the key. And letting go of the daily challenges and always remembering that it's temporary. And that's what you've always told me with my personal life challenges with my children and just with things in life. It's temporary. And the minute you understand that and you continue with your business, things seem to come through, I guess I must say.
And sometimes it seems like the temporary prolongs itself, doesn't it?
Yes, and it stops you from prospecting, from coming into the office, from being productive. So it's knowing how to detach from the daily obstacles that we sometimes come across, and just keeping in mind that everything's just temporary. So we just have to give it our all.
Now, a lot of times people think that it's just a matter of flipping a switch, but life is not like that, right?
No, not at all. No.
It is a process of getting new information in, right?
Yes.
And processing that information and then allowing it to settle in and do what it was meant to do.
Absolutely.
What has happened in your life, as far as the new set of rules, the new set of information that is kind of started making an impact and a change in the way you look at things, the way you look at yourself, the way you look at the business that you're in?
I see myself as a businesswoman. So I've detached, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, and I'm a realtor. So I'm a businesswoman. So I learned how to, detach and understand that that's what I am, and I have to treat my business as what it is.
Uh-huh.
So
And just for the sake of our audience understanding this, you're married, you have family. Tell us about your family, a little bit about your family. So I know that it's going to be of help to those that are watching us.
yes, I have my 3 kids. So 17, Savannah, and my son who is 13. His name is Savian, and Sienna, who is 10. So my hands are full. I have 3 kids.
Right?
Yes, and they're all in sports and they're in school, and they get sick. Things happen, but at the end of the day, it's being there for them and doing the best that I could do in my profession.
And you have a husband.
And I have a husband, absolutely, yes.
That requires
Ye-
attention.
Yes,
and-
double
right?
attention sometimes.
Double
so
attention
yes.
sometimes, right?
So, I have a household to run and a family to attend to besides real estate. So I think it's really knowing how to keep balance. That's what I think has been the key for me, balance.
Okay, so you came from an educational background. You were a teacher for how many years?
7.
For 7 years. Now you used to get a what is it, a
Monthly
monthly
salary, yes.
Monthly salary.
Yes.
How have you been able to manage, and coming into this business and not getting that monthly check?
What I do think is that when you go to school and you go to school for 4 years, you will get a degree, and you don't benefit from the degree until you graduate. So I do believe that with real estate, you put in the effort and the results will come in. But many of us, we expect the results immediately without sometimes putting the full effort. So I do believe that it is putting in the effort. And what I like about the real estate career is that there's no limit. You could get the income and the benefit of everything in 1 year if you want, or even in less time, depending on the time that you put in. So you don't have to wait the 4 years to benefit from that, which I believe is amazing. That there is no cap to that, and there's no cap to how much you want to earn.
And you were sharing with us on Monday, and I think that is going to be very beneficial to those moms out there that are having the same issues that you are facing. That you were going through this struggle of being able to understand or separate, divide your responsibility as a mother, right, as a wife, and as a businesswoman. And I know that you had a meeting with your family. I want you to
and
tell us a little bit about that.
That was your idea, right? So your idea and your suggestion for me to sit down with my family and really write down the goals or talk about the goals that they were also going to benefit from my success, because it's our success. We're a team. And it really helped because everybody right now, they're part of my team. They're helping me with everything from being supportive to sending text messages for me when I'm driving. I have my little assistants in the car, and of them knowing how to, help me. So we're all a team. But sitting down with them, you include them in all your plans, and they look forward to your success. The attitude has changed,
right?
Oh, absolutely.
Tell us a little story about Savannah being in the car.
Oh, Savannah.
Tell us about that.
So my oldest daughter, if a text message comes in, she'll send the message. She'll keep the other kids quiet. Just yesterday, I was getting countersigned at 8:00. So the deal was go inside, go buy hot chocolate for your brothers. I'll meet you guys in a bit. So they went in before I went in. And when I got to my car, they came out. So at the end of the day, I put a transaction together last night, and they were in Starbucks with me. And I don't think the client even knew that they were with me. So it's really, come on, guys, we're a team. And right now, it's working as a team and not complaining about any of the things that I need to do.
At
8:00. At 8:00.
I tell this story because I think it was so cute. You share this with me. You were saying that one of those days or those nights that you were dealing with this, I think we had already had this conversation, and I think that you already had met with them, and you're coming back from an appointment. It's 10:00 at night. See if I'm saying the story correctly, and you had just gotten an approval on that offer, I believe, and when you're driving into your house, right, you see your brother-in-law's car parked there.
Yes.
And tell us about that experience, of the feelings that you were experiencing, and the end result of that moment.
Pretty, it's when you have family, you're getting home at 10:00, and you have your family waiting. Sometimes it's you're dealing with challenges from I guess you could say our culture sometimes, where it's like, okay, my wife's getting home at 10. But the idea is that when I got there,
were you feeling a little bit guilty?
A little guilty, like they're going to judge me. Like, oh my goodness, what are they going to think? Like,
what kind of a wife is this?
What kind of a wife is this, right? But when I got there, from a listing appointment and, putting a deal together, it was two things. My husband was so proud of me. My kids were so happy. I mean, they were so proud of me that the rest of the things that surround you don't tend to matter anymore. As long as you have the support from your family, and nothing else matters. Like the fears start going away.
So they show you that they were very happy for you.
Very happy for me and supportive. And all the fears that, oh my goodness, like how embarrassing, what are they going to think? Like that gets eliminated with the process of growing and knowing that at the end of the day, you're doing it for them.
There's a tendency it's a human tendency, not just in our business, but it's a human tendency that when someone's doing well, all they talk about is their good experiences and their successes, and they never talk about the times where they mess up, where they fail, right? But you said something really important yesterday morning in our meeting. No, it was this morning in our meeting. This morning in our meeting. And actually, you mentioned it also on Monday, that you had set yourself a goal for the year of 2016 of 12 closed sites.
Correct.
Tell us about that.
So my goals were 12 sites by the end of the year 2016. So I reached that goal in October.
So 3 months before.
3 months before. So I felt that I was entitled to rest and relax and not worry anymore because I had reached my goals. Not pushing myself to do more. I just felt like I had accomplished what I wanted earlier. So I was entitled to not have to do more work, I guess you could say, or invest more time.
And you went into, what do you call it?
I had so many names because every day everybody had a new name for it. You know, mom, you're going through you're hibernating, you're going through midlife crisis, or you think you're still on vacation. I mean, it was just like every day somebody had a new name for it. You know, because when they would ask, "Did you go to work?" "No, not today. I'm doing something else." Or there was a name to that phase that I went through. And it was what I call it now. It was being complacent. I believe that's what it was. But so what I learned out of that was that 2017, I am no longer gonna. I guess you could say
Have like an annual
have
goal.
an annual goal. For me, it's this year was whatever I did in 12 months. I want to do it in 6. So I just want to shorten the amount of time that it's taking me to reach the goals that I have. So that's right now my goal was I need to do 12 by June. And then in June, I'm going to entertain the idea of changing that number, but I know that I'm reaching the 12 by June. And so that's just
Well, I
the way
like the fact that you said that you're shifting your
Mindset.
emphasis from an annual goal to
Yes.
a monthly goal.
From an annual goal to a monthly goal. So I believe in real estate, we need to eliminate that salary mindset of a 12-month cycle. And that's where I was coming from, getting paid once a month, 12-month cycle, December, it's the end of the year. And in this business, if you just change your mindset that it is, you're a business. So you can't shut the doors.
There's no beginning,
there's no gaps.
there's no end.
There's no beginning, there's no end. No beginning, no end.
It is an ongoing process.
Ongoing process, yes.
Very, 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 very important. Very
Yes.
important. So you just came out of a very powerful week, and you can't help people being, excited for you. And I'm sure you're
Yes.
excited, and your family's
Yes.
excited. And I get excited when you send me those texts. It's like, I got another one. But you just opened 5 sites of business in 1 week.
1 week.
I think you gave me the total, but I don't want to say it incorrectly. So what is that total volume?
Volume is over 3 million.
Over
yes.
$3 million. So it's about what,
95, close to the 95, 94,000.
$94,000 in commissions. Does it sound real still to you, or
No,
are you
it
still
still
trying
doesn't.
to?
I'm still trying to let it soak in. But it's pushing me to realize that I could handle it. I could definitely handle it with the support of everybody. So I feel that I could take on more. So that's why for now my goals were for June, right? So right now I need to set higher goals because I feel that I could handle it.
So Yolanda is a very organized person, and I like to go by her desk because she's got all these folders. They're all color coordinated, and she's got those reports and everything is neatly put together. And I know that it has affected your business, and it's also affected possibly the way your customers view you, the way they perceive you. Share a little bit about that.
Yes. So, so my clients, when I present the information to them, I'm being complimented that I am very organized. So it's something that it motivates me to try to perfection it, I guess you could say more, but it's more when you're organized. I do feel that your mind's clear. You could handle more because you know where everything goes versus trying to find where things are. So it has helped in many ways.
So we both of us have spoken about the need to continue to renew
Yes.
the approach, the system, the mindset as you continue in this journey, and seeing yourself working with different types of people. How's that affected you and the way you handle your business, say 6 months ago to today? From the administrative part of it to your actual time in front of the client.
Okay, the administrative part, learning how to delegate the work out. That was the biggest challenge for me. And since I've done that within the past, I want to say month, I feel that I could handle more because I have a team of people that are helping me now. Just by having the transaction coordinator, that alone takes away a lot of weight, and it allows you to be able to do more and take on more responsibility. So that's one of the things that I think, just being able to have a team around you.
And so you're doing this little number to yourself,
Yes.
right? You're
Oh, yes.
stretching
Yes.
yourself.
Yes. And knowing that what you mentioned to me a few days ago, you did say that not to be intimidated by the clients that I'm helping or in any way or form, that if they're coming to me, right, that I could handle it. So that's a big, I think that was a big
feeling worthy of what's happening to you.
Yes, feeling worthy and knowing that, you know what, I could handle this versus feeling intimidated and feeling that, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? And you did tell me that I need to understand that if it's coming as an opportunity, that I'm ready for it.
And one of your very strong characteristics as a human being is that you're not afraid of sharing ideas, and I really appreciate that. And you told me a little bit something special a few minutes ago, that you share a form with someone that you had done by hand. Tell us about that.
So, you know, when you help, it always comes back. So it's just, I had a form that I've been using for the past 4 years. So it's a form, and I tweaked it. I wrote a few things on it. And one of the girls here at the office, they asked me for that form. I mean, I shared the form with them, and they were, well, you know, I gave them a copy of it. And this morning when I got to my desk, she had actually, everything that I had handwritten, she typed it and made it look much nicer. And just for sharing it, you know, she modified it to my need and made it look much better than what it was. So,
that
you
is
know,
so neat. I mean, this is
as simple as that.
We're keeping it real. This is real, people. This is reality. This is, you know, what we do every day, what we have to deal with as a father, as a husband, a mother, a wife, a businesswoman. This is real stuff that can happen to you. And if you have allowed things, you know, that have gotten in the way, you know, what is your advice to the mothers out there that are using those things to continue to control their lives and control their future?
You know, just if, you know, when we do things for our kids, I think, and for our family, you know, we say we do it for them, but it's not until you actually do it that it becomes real. Not until you really apply yourself that you become an inspiration to them. Not until they see it on a daily basis, how your struggles, you come across them, and you actually come across them versus getting stuck. So the fact that many of us, even when we get stuck on something, we're no longer a motivation to our kids, not until we've accomplished whatever it is that we're going for. So I think it's just being able to motivate them, but actually doing it.
Well, I'm very thankful, Yolanda, to have you in our family
Thank
at
you.
Century 21 A Better
Thank
Service. And thank you for being real.
Thank you.
And humble and just trusting me, you know, to believe that you can do so much more, and for doing this.
Thank you.
This is another big step, right?
Yes, it is. It's a
Another
very big step. Yes.
And so we're very, very happy. And I know that we're gonna have a lot of comments from our audience, and I wish you nothing but the best as a mother, as a wife, as a human being, and of course as a businesswoman. And
Thank you.
I know you're going to be a tremendous inspiration to our people here at Century 21 Better Service, but also to a lot of people out there that are watching this program.
No, and thank you. I mean, being part of the Century 21 family, it is a true family. So this is my second family, you know. So when I come in, it is a family, and it's a family-oriented environment. And that's the reason why I'm here, and I'm still, you know, here, and I'll continue to be here.